Gentlemen, let me ask you something you've probably wondered about but never said out loud. Is it safe to swallow vaginal fluids during oral intimacy? What about the taste, the smell? Is variation normal, or does it mean something's wrong? These are real questions. Questions men search for online late at night or ask me hesitantly in private consultations. And the truth is, most men don't actually know the science. So today I'm going to give you the full answer medically, biologically, and from a woman's perspective, so you and your partner can enjoy intimacy without fear, without shame, and with much deeper trust. I'm Julia Rhodes, a sexual health specialist with over a decade of clinical experience helping men navigate intimacy with confidence. And this is a safe space where we talk openly about what most people whisper about. Because when we bring questions into the light, shame dissolves and connection deepens. Here's the first thing you need to know. Vaginal fluids are not dirty, toxic, or shameful. For healthy couples, they are generally safe. In fact, they're carefully designed by the female body to protect delicate tissue, fight off infection, and make intimacy more comfortable and pleasurable. Yet, so many men carry quiet fears. What if it's unsafe? What if the taste is strange? What if something's wrong with my partner? The truth is, variation is normal, safety is possible, and communication makes all the difference. So let's break this down step by step and clear up the biggest misconceptions men have about this topic. Misconception number 1, vaginal fluids are just moisture. Wrong. Vaginal lubrication is a biological masterpiece. The Bartholin's glands release silky fluid to reduce friction. The skin's glands near the urethra add more lubrication and sometimes female ejaculation. The cervix contributes mucus that changes throughout her cycle. Together, this isn't random. It's the body preparing for safe, pleasurable intimacy. Understanding this changes how you see her body, not as something mysterious or intimidating, but as something beautifully designed. But here's where men get tripped up next. Misconception number 2, taste or smell means something's wrong. Okay, here's the thing. Fluids naturally vary, and I mean significantly. Diet, hydration, stress, hormones, even medications can shift taste and scent. Pineapple, berries, and plenty of water. Lighter, fresher, garlic, alcohol, coffee, stronger edge. Around ovulation, fluids are more abundant and neutral. Around menstruation, there's sometimes a slight metallic note. After menopause, fluids can be less plentiful and slightly more acidic. None of this is bad. It's individuality. The only time to worry is if there's a sudden unpleasant change paired with itching, discomfort, or unusual discharge. And even then, it's usually just a simple imbalance easily treatable. As a woman, let me tell you what we're thinking during oral intimacy. We're hyper aware of how we taste, how we smell, whether you're enjoying it or just going through the motions. If you pull away or make a face, we notice. And it shuts us down emotionally, even if we don't say anything. But if you're present, accepting, even enthusiastic, that's when we let go. That's when intimacy becomes electric. Which brings us to the next critical point most men overlook. Misconception number 3, vaginal fluids are always safe. You see, vaginal fluids are mostly water, amino acids, enzymes, glucose, and lactic acid. They're protective by design, but like semen or blood, they can also carry infections. If one partner has an STI, chlamydia, gonorrhea, herpes, HIV. So the mistake is assuming it's always safe no matter what. The truth, it depends on health status. And that's why conversations about testing aren't unromantic. They're actually the foundation of trust. I had a client, Michael, 64, from Arizona, who started dating again after his wife passed. He was terrified to ask his new partner about testing because he thought it would kill the mood. But when he finally brought it up, she was relieved. She'd been wanting to have the same conversation but didn't know how. They got tested together, came back clean, and he told me later that the openness made their intimacy deeper than anything he'd experienced before. See the lesson? Safety doesn't destroy romance, it strengthens it. Now here's where men do the most damage without realizing it. Misconception number 4, you should just power through if something's off. Now if something smells different or tastes stronger, many men either recoil, make a joke, or criticize. And when you do that, your partner feels shame. Intimacy shuts down. She pulls away, not just physically, but emotionally. Here's the better approach. Respond with kindness. Suggest a refreshing shower together. Encourage hydration. Make it a team effort, not a problem she has to fix alone. Acceptance is more arousing than rejection. When a woman feels fully accepted, body, fluids, everything, her arousal deepens, her trust expands, and intimacy becomes more powerful for both of you. And that leads to the final point most men miss entirely. Misconception number 5. Swallowing is just a physical act. Well, for many women, it's not. It's emotional. It's symbolic. It signals acceptance on the deepest level, not just of her body, but of her essence. When you swallow, or even when you're clearly comfortable and present during oral, you're telling her, I accept all of you. Nothing about you is too much. That kind of acceptance is rare, and it creates a bond that goes far beyond the bedroom. Now, I'd love to go even deeper into the specific arousal responses women have during oral intimacy and the exact communication scripts that make these conversations easy instead of awkward. But platform restrictions won't let me share all of that here. If you want the uncensored breakdown, including how to read her body's signals and what she's actually thinking during oral, I cover that every week in my newsletter. It's free, and the link's pinned in the description and the first comment. So, here's the bottom line. Is it safe to swallow vaginal fluids for healthy, infection-free couples? Yes. Is variation normal? Absolutely. The real secret isn't in the biology. It's in communication, trust, and compassion. So here's how to make intimacy both safe and deeply rewarding. Talk openly about fluids, taste, smell, and health. Secondly, make STI testing a routine ritual twice a year together. Third, care for hygiene on both sides. Hydrate, eat well, and shower before intimacy. Stay compassionate. Treat changes as something you face as a couple, not as her problem. And lastly, celebrate acceptance. When she feels fully accepted, everything deepens. Gentlemen, you're not too old for intimacy. Passion doesn't retire, trust doesn't expire, and love when cared for only deepens with time. So if you've carried quiet fears about this topic, let them go. If you felt embarrassed to ask, know that thousands of men have the exact same questions. You're not strange. You're not alone. So here's what I want to know. What's one question about oral intimacy you've been too embarrassed to ask? Drop it in the comments. I go through everyone, and your questions shape the content I create. And if you want weekly strategies on intimacy, confidence, and sexual health that actually work for men over 60, join my newsletter links in the description and pinned in the first comment. Your health is your confidence. Your confidence is your connection. And passion truly has no expiration date. I am Julia Rodas. I'll see you in the next one.